everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather Ione. I am a blogger, traveler, YouTuber, wellness warrior, and chai tea addict. I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I create content all about self-help, health, and wellness. And today I thought it would actually be really cool if we did an apartment tour. I wanted to do an apartment tour today because I honestly love watching them myself. I've seen so many people's apartment tours on YouTube. It's so much fun because I really wanted to create a bit of a bohemian space for us to call our own, and I really like seeing where other people kind of pull their inspiration and ideas from and where they get things. And I don't know, I just thought it would be really cool to create our own little apartment tour video. And right now is honestly like the perfect time to do it because Matt and I just did like all of our spring cleaning this weekend, and we literally cleaned every single surface of this apartment, like from top to bottom, like every single surface of this apartment has been cleaned this weekend. And on top of that, we also like revamped our entire space. We got some new decorations and stuff, and we also hung a couple more things, and like we dusted and like rearranged all of our decorations too. And the reason why we actually like did this massive like cleaning and redecorating thing this weekend is because Matt and I had actually been house hunting, and we still are, but we've been house hunting now for several months, and we found this one little beachy bungalow that oh my god, we completely fell in love with, and we both want that house so badly. But we'd like put an offer in on it, and it was approved, and we went and did the inspection and found out that there was like so much wrong with it, and we just like weren't ready to take that on. So we had our dream crushed of getting that house, and like for a while we thought we were going to like be moving in right away, and we were really serious about house hunting, and because of that we kind of just like let our apartment go. We stopped like cleaning as much. We had all these decorations that needed to be hung, and we just didn't. And we just like stopped like decorating and taking care of our space because we're like, we're gonna move. And then after like the house fell through, we were just like so bummed about it that we kind of were just like finding little things that we didn't like about our apartment, and we were walking around being like, I just wish there was an office, and it sucks that we don't have a yard, and we thought we were gonna have a yard, and we were just being such brats about it. So we decided that we just needed to like clean and revamp it this weekend and just kind of make it feel special and make it feel like home again. And now it's finally at the point where I feel like everything is pretty much perfect. I'm still waiting on some decorations for a bedroom. That's not quite done yet, but I just wanted to show you guys because this is like the best our apartment has looked and probably will ever look. So anyways, I feel like I should stop rambling. Let's get into the apartment tour now. So I of course wanted to start at the very like front of our apartment. When you first walk in, you kind of walk in and there's this like closet right here, but trust me, you do not want to see what's in there. And we wanted to create this really cute little like drop zone, and my mom had actually gotten this cork board for me. I believe it was at an estate sale, and I love it so much because it came with all of these little thumbtacks that say like Paris, France, Florence, Nice, like all of these like cute little things. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. And what I did was I'd actually just printed out some of my Instagram photos from Shutterfly and put them on there. And then I also brought back some postcards from my trip to Europe. So I wanted to hang all the Italy ones because those are just like the prettiest postcards out of all of them. And there's some over here too. I love it. I love like having pictures and stuff when I first walk in because they make me so happy. I made it a point to put decorations and things around our apartment that just like made me happy and brought back really good memories. So like this is a photo of me and Gray. He was the kid that I've been nannying for since he was 5 months old, and he's over 3 now, and I'm just so in love with him. Oh my goodness. And then there's like a picture from when we went to see a concert in St. Augustine. And then these are actually my great grandparents, and I just think it's so cool because they're just like hanging out, eating ice cream. Oh my gosh, I love that photo of them. My grandma gave it to me. And then that's my great grandpa too in the Polaroid, and those are my puppies. They live with my parents. But yeah, I love this whole cork board right here. I don't know, it's my favorite. I like to like see all of those memories and pictures when I first walk in. And then we also have this thing, which was Matt's. I feel like we did not pull that off well though, because I feel like there needs to be something in the bottom. But anyways, it's kind of like a drop zone for like shoes and my purse and stuff. And this used to be Matt's lamp that we brought in and just kind of like used it from his old space. And then this little picture, I actually got the frame when I was in London, and then the postcard I got when I was in Paris. And I got those two things, like I got the postcard in Paris when I was 16, and then when I went back to Europe when I was 17, I got the frame, and it's just been like always in my bedroom and stuff since then. And then I have this little basket that I keep sunglasses in. I got that from Charleston, South Carolina. And then this thing was actually given to Matt from his friend Sam. So it's super, super old actually. So that's kind of our little drop zone. And we also have this, which my mom gave me, where we keep our keys on. And then this is Matt's favorite. He brought his little mailbox thing from his old apartment. He loves it. Oh, and this was a gift from our tour guide when I went on this grand tour with EF College Break. Our tour guide gave that to everyone in the group, and we all got a little lock from it. So cute. And then this is our apartment. You can see the whole thing here. I guess I will just start in the center. This candle we actually just bought this weekend. We bought it at Home Goods. And then this is actually a little souvenir that we brought back from Costa Rica, and I filled it with all of the coins from my trip there. So it's really cool because when we have people over, oh, and also there's like sea glass and shells and stuff in it. But when we have people over, everyone like sits there and like picks coins up and tries to guess where they're from. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. People like it. And then this is like one of my favorite parts of our apartment, just how we have all of these photos up. That one at the end there, that sunflower, was a gift to me from this friend of mine from high school. His name's Jorge. He drew that for me, and he knew how much I loved pumpkins and sunflowers, so he gave me that. And that right there is a galaxy painting. I started it, and because I absolutely love creating galaxy paintings for some reason, it's like a hobby of mine. It's like the one thing I paint. Whenever I paint, I have to paint a galaxy. And Matt came over one night in St. Augustine, and he helped me complete it. So now that is like really special to me because we created it together. And then this sunflower was a gift to me from my friend Annie. You can tell I like sunflowers. And then that one is my favorite painting that I've ever created. It's a Buddha. And the little vase there was from an artist in St. Augustine. I don't know who it was. I was just walking to class one day because I used to go to Flagler, and I just saw this person sitting there with like a little pottery stand, and I bought something from him. It was only like $10. And that little cigar box and little, they're like, what are they? They're like little caps that used to go on railroad lights or something, but those were all Matt's from his old apartment. He used to keep paint in that little cigar box. And then this blue thing right here I got from Marshall's, I believe it was, and I just painted that. This basket was Matt's. I was so nervous when we first moved in that all of our stuff like wouldn't look good together, and I was like really nervous about what we were going to do. But then once we put everything together, I just felt like all of our stuff like complemented each other so well. And then this was a photo that I got when I was in Charleston and I framed. So cute, my favorite color. This was actually shells that I collected on my trip to when I was visiting Florida once, back when I lived in Wisconsin. And I just found that old frame and I pasted all the shells onto it. I really like it. And then these little agate slices were Matt's too, in his Polaroid camera as well. He had a bit of a collection of Polaroid cameras when we first met. And my rose gold right there next to it. And this little pot was actually something that Matt made himself. He's quite an artist, apparently. But my favorite thing on here is definitely this frame back here. That I made for Matt our anniversary last year. And what we had done was when we were visiting Costa Rica, all over the beach at the hotel we were staying at, they had like hundreds, like thousands of those little swirly shells. So we walked around and we collected tons of them and brought them back. And like instantly when I saw those shells, I knew I wanted to put them in a shadow box. So yeah, I bought the box and like the paper in the back from it. Like all of that was like $10, and then I just cleaned all the shells and put them in there, and that was one of my gifts to Matt. So I love it because it reminds me of being in Costa Rica and going on the ATV tours and stuff. And these little owls were a gift from my mom. I believe she got them at an art fair in Madison, Wisconsin, where we used to live. And then that was Matt's globe that he brought over from his last apartment. This was a gift given to me by my great aunt, but she is no longer with us. These used to be Matt's as well. You can tell we love crystals already. And then this was a Christmas present that I got for Matt this last year. It says Matt and Heather's Barrel-Aged Whiskey, St. Petersburg, Florida. And we put I put Stogie's Distillery on it because that was the bar that we used to go to all the time when we lived in St. Augustine. And then the date on it, 2017, was, I believe, when we started dating. So it's a very thoughtful gift I put together, if I may say so myself. And then this was a little souvenir that I brought back from Florence. Yes, Florence. And that Matt actually has a funny story for. He was in Jamaica, and there was this guy selling these little tiki heads, and he said if you gave him $5 and wrote your name down, you can come back a couple hours later and pick up your little souvenir with your name on it. So Matt wrote M-A-T-T and like crossed the two T's, and the guy thought he wrote an H, so instead of saying Matt, it says Ma, which I think is really funny. And then this is my amethyst that I got at a crystal shop in St. Augustine. This we bought actually together at Ross. And then this was from a local artist in St. Petersburg that we got at the indie flea market. And then, our Polaroid wall. I actually got us a camera. Well, I got myself a camera when we very first started dating. And we started taking pictures like right when we started dating. So now it's kind of like a photo wall of like our entire relationship. It's really cool. I love it. So like you can see all of our travels on there, like New York, Prague, Berlin, New Smyrna, got some at the Dali Museum, Rome. So it's like pictures of like my travels, and there's all the girls from my trip. So it's like pictures of like my travels and like us together. I really like that one of my sister. It looks so cool. That's my favorite. Everyone takes a picture in front of it whenever they come over. We just put some up last night too. We got some up from when we went to, why am I blanking? San Francisco. And then some from when we went to Shaky Knees. So there's our Polaroid wall. And then this is our living room area. my bookshelf is, oh my gosh, that's like my favorite because I absolutely had to have a ladder bookshelf when we first moved in. I actually took a long time trying to find a ladder bookshelf that was not like crazy expensive. And Matt and I went like looking everywhere for one. And we finally found this guy at Hobby Lobby actually. It was like $100. This was a gift to Matt from his grandpa, so it's really special to him and sentimental. We just hung it this weekend. All of my journals and books. The Coke bottle was from an antique shop. This I just got off of Etsy. The Buddha, I believe, is from Earthbound. And that little guy is also from Earthbound. And then that Buddha I got from Marshall's several years ago, and my little compass that I got when I was visiting Oxford and I was like shopping around that area. Ooh, look at this like super cool copy I got of The Alchemist. It comes in a little cover and everything. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. I love it. And then down here, this I got at Marshall's as well, and I just kind of collect crystals like randomly, so you'll kind of see those like scattered all over our apartment. This coral was Matt's before we moved in together. And then over here, that's actually a photo of my grandma. My grandma's all the way on the right, and her two sisters who are no longer with us, but I just think that's such a cool photo of them. I just love how they're all wearing white and kind of have the same pose, and oh my gosh, it's just so cute. So I had to put it up. And some crystals that my grandma got me, the little box. She's actually a world traveler, which is amazing to me. I think she got that one in India. She's been like literally everywhere. And then my Harry Potter wand, because you know, when you go to Harry Potter World, you have to have a wand. And then this I got in St. Augustine on St. George Street. There's a little shop that sells all of these like little blue decorations, and this one was my favorite. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. I'm so obsessed with it. And then this was a gift to me from my neighbor Ashley, Gray's mom, who I was talking about. And Matt's surfboard, which he can no longer use anymore because we now live on the opposite side of Florida where there's no waves. So it just kind of chills there and makes him really sad because he can't use it. But yeah, that's his surfboard. He used it a lot, but now he has like smaller ones too that he keeps at his parents' house. And then this blanket we got from IKEA. And then we have this tray that I actually got after my great aunt passed away. These were hers. I got this one and that one. She used them in her kitchen. So yeah, I think they're so pretty though. I love all the colors in them. They're so beautiful. So I have one using as a tray, and then one was kind of like decoration. Oh my gosh, and our little aloe, which is brand new. We just got that little guy. He's so cute. And this little tissue box, in case you're wondering, was from Marshall's in my favorite color. I love blues. Love them. We have our Himalayan salt lamp, which was Matt's before we started dating. Ew, it's dusty. Ugh, gross. Okay, don't look at it. And then some of my stones. I just love like having stones and stuff scattered all over the apartment, and shells. This we got from the indie market right down the road in St. Petersburg too. More of our little new plant babies. Look at them. They're so cute. I love them. Oh my gosh. This we got in Home Depot actually, because we had to go like looking for a pot once we got all of our plants. And I just love the colors in this. I love how it's like copper and it kind of drips down blue. It's so cute. I love it. And this was actually given to me from my mom, but I have no idea where she got it. She actually repurposes furniture and stuff like that, so she's given me a lot in our apartment. This she bought me. She did not repurpose this, but she got it in St. Augustine. So cute. And down here we have our basket from IKEA, which we just used to put blankets in. And our little rug which I could not walk away from when I saw it. I completely fell in love with it. It's blue, my favorite. And we just got it, I think it was Home Goods is where I got it, and it was like 30-40 bucks. All of our plants are actually from Wild Roots in St. Petersburg, in case you were wondering. And this beautiful moon phase decoration is from Earthbound. I think my favorite spot in the apartment to look at. This is my favorite. Our brand new yucca plant and my amethyst, which I think my grandpa gave to my mom many, many years ago. So I've had it for a very long time. It's been in all my bedrooms and stuff. It's so pretty. And then this was a wind chime from St. Augustine that a local artist made. And actually, when I first moved to St. Augustine, I used to see this wind chime everywhere. And I remember I made it a point, I told myself, whenever I am grown up and have a job and I have my own place, I am going to buy this wind chime for myself. I was really weird about it. I was like, someday I will have this blue wind chime, but first I need a place to put it. So, and this is our bedroom. Our headboard was actually, we got that off of Facebook Marketplace, right from the person who made it. I think it's so cool. It was only like $100. He totally could have charged us way more, but he didn't. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. My mom got me this macrame thing that's hanging. And these lights used to be Matt's before we started dating. It used to be in his old apartment. And now they're here. And these nightstands my mom actually got for us because we were like, oh my god, we need nightstands. So she's like, I'm on it. And she went out and bought these really quick and painted them for us so we had something. And look at those. Those are actually my anniversary presents. Our anniversary is tomorrow. And we were just at this little indie market that happens every Thursday, 1 minute from our house down the street. And there's all these artists there, and I saw these and completely fell in love with them. And Matt hadn't gotten me an anniversary present yet, so I was like, hey, how about these be my anniversary present? So he's like, all right, pick some out. And I got these, and they're just stunning. We just hung them this weekend. And I actually went out and bought this little guy this morning because I was like, I am sick of seeing this dresser completely empty. We need a green friend in here. So now I need to get him a pot. And then a little terrarium, which I also just bought. Matt has not seen it yet, but I got some air plants and some more stones for in there. They're so cute. And this dresser my mom actually got for us when she was visiting. That was kind of like her housewarming present to us because we were like, oh my god, we have nowhere to put our clothes. Our closet is jam-packed. We need a dresser. So we got this from a shop. It was like this massive furniture store where other stores go and sell things when they're going out of business. I don't know the name of it. I feel really stupid, but sorry. So we got that. It was a couple $100, and I love the color of it. And then over here we just have our dream catcher that Matt's mom got for us at Marshall's. And then this mirror my mom got for me at Marshall's once, I believe it was. Our comforter is just from Target. Fun fact, we actually tried to clean it this weekend and we ruined it. So we had to go out and buy the exact same one because we completely destroyed it when we put it in the wash and we got bleach stains on it. So same exact comforter, but it's now brand new. And then this Matt's mom got for us as well because she knew we were trying to go for a Bohemian theme in here. And then I put a little tray here, which is new. It's from Target, so I can put jewelry in there. Over here we have this macrame hanging that's also from Marshall's. You can tell we're a big fan. And then this was actually I got from a thrift store in St. Augustine. Matt and I lived in St. Augustine for a couple years, and I got it at the thrift store for $25 from a local artist. It's a carousel, if you haven't been to St. Augustine. If you have, then you definitely recognize that carousel. And it's really cool because the artist actually signed it twice. They signed it when they made it, and then someone found the artist again years later and signed it again. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. I love it. It's like one of my favorite pieces because it's like sentimental and from a local artist. This hamper is a his and hers hamper, which is actually the first thing Matt and I bought together when we were apartment shopping and like just like talking about moving in together, and we decided on moving to St. Pete, and we were so excited. We went shopping together and we found this his and hers hamper. I think it was at Ross, actually. I can't remember. And we like told everybody about it. We're like, oh my God, we bought a his and hers hamper. We were like so excited and like in like a total honeymoon phase about how we're gonna be living together. We're so excited. And then in here is our bathroom. Not too much to note in here. These shelves Matt actually made with his dad, and I love them. They're so perfect, and they're just like so simple. I'm so glad we didn't have to go out and buy shelves, but they were in Matt's apartment before we lived together. And then the Buddha is actually a gift from my grandma. She knew I was like getting really into Buddhism several years ago, and she's like, oh my gosh, look what I found. And I remember her texting me in class one day, and she's like, do you want this Buddha? Do you want it? Do you want it? And I was like, sure. So now I've had it for a couple years. So that was our apartment. I hope you guys enjoyed our apartment tour video. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. If you have a favorite decoration or any questions about something that I might have forgot where it's from. I'm really happy with our apartment now. I'm so glad that we finally refreshed the space because it was just like so sad around here after we didn't get the house that we wanted, you know. But anyways, I'm really happy with like how it turned out and how we revamped it. The bedroom is not like exactly where I want it to be because what happened was after we moved in, we were so focused on making the living room look nice that we completely forgot about our bedroom, and we always kind of had like the blinds closed, and like we never really went in there unless we were going to sleep. So we kind of like forgot about it, and then this past weekend we finally like revamped and like hung some things in our bedroom, so I was feeling inspired, and I bought several new things online that I'm excited to put in there. Like some little decorations and like a jewelry organizer that I'm gonna hang on the wall, and like another like hanging like crystal decoration that I'm excited about. So I think like all those little details will finally start to make it like feel like us. And also our anniversary is tomorrow, and part of my like 4-part anniversary present to Matt I actually had a bunch of photos printed of us that our friend and photographer Ray took, and I got all of these beautiful frames from Target that all kind of have that like bohemian feel to them. One of them's turquoise, one of them's coral, one of them is like distressed wood, one of them is like white with like mandala pattern in it, and then one of them is like a little like gold sun circle frame. And I'm gonna frame a bunch of pictures of us and give it to him, and then we're just gonna put them in the bedroom. So I'm excited about how the bedroom will look this time next week. And yeah, that was our apartment. So anyways, thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe on your way out and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. In the comments, let me know what your favorite decoration was, or if you have any questions about something that you saw that I might have forgot to mention. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.